Really? 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 Yes. Yeah, so today we are doing a brake job on one of these bad boys. Volvo 970. Just getting ready to take this thing apart. You can't quite see, I don't know if you can see that. But things are not sitting where they're supposed to in there. The little fingers are all bent out, so nothing's really holding here. This one's leaking by, like a bad caliper, right? It's gonna leak through. Here, I just cleaned this one up. Everything looks pretty good in here. That there is your brake piston. That's what pushes against the clutches, which are over here. These things are a little bit toast. I got a few that are actually seized together. These two are welded together, and these are toast. That's what happens when you don't do your walk-arounds and you don't check to see if you got fluid in the old girl. And then things tend to get cooked really quick. So far the bearings and everything look good. That's still straight. But yeah, so that's my project. It's actually not that hard. It's not that bad. Super expensive, but not bad. Not my money. Well, I guess it's safe to say there's nothing left of these guys. No, all the fingers just ripped right out of her. That's supposed to be a clutch. It's one of the plates. Yeah. Yeah, there's no saving any of this. It's done. It's like the other one's just done. That's two more to check out. You can tell, like, look at the heat. You can see the discoloration in here even. This thing got hot. That's probably why it's failing so much. The seal's probably burned out of it now too. Well, every day has an exciting adventure. Wow. Well, let's put this mess together, shall we? Just finished doing the seals. Getting ready to slam this bitch back in. Assembly lube is this good stuff. Get that around there. You don't want to mix this in any kind of other hydraulic fluids because, well, incompatible. Put that back. Yeah, we just take that and just plop it in the hole and slap her in and start reassembling everything and put it down and throw it on the machine. Well, when you don't have quite the right tools to push that thing down, the piston, you improvise. Found a 13-inch brake caliper, good enough to spread and you put this on. Doesn't take much pressure, but you know, I was jumping on that and the issue wouldn't go down, so this is kind of how I did it. Works good. Alright, here we go. Just lower this down. Get my discs and the plates ready. Got 6 and 5. Start taking this off. Start layering them in. 1, 2, 1, and just start putting them in place. And get everything else in it. Yeah. Yeah, I should also mention, throw this in first and then lock her in place, you know? How your things run on the other end, right? It's important to have that stuff lined up. Yeah, and that's it. Just continue building up your layer cake. a little easier to do with 2 hands, but you know, for comical relief, I will do it with one. It's just funnier that way. Boom. Alright, just getting myself all set up here. Get these, pull these walking beams back. Yeah, obviously I got to take batteries off, disconnect whatever. Just finished using this to prop it up a little bit, get the jack stands and stuff and prop it up, get it ready. It's this whole unit. It's going to come right off. The chain's all set up here. Both sides. This. And just getting my tool here, getting ready to take the bucket off. So I could use just the pin. This is all it's going to be, is just a simple, give it a bit of a yank and pull back enough. And clean everything up, put the seals in and put it back in. So this is a unit I'm using today. Nice little John Deere 310 SL. It's not a bad machine actually. I like this little thing. Works really good. So yeah, let's get some action going here, shall we? I'm after actually is one up back here. This is your big bearing that the walking beam walks on. Anyways, there's a seal right here. You can see it's pretty ugly. All kinds of crusty in there. So we're going to clean that up because that's where the oil was coming out of. Basically, yeah. Clean this whole surface up too, and maybe we'll do something in here too. Yeah. Pitter patter, let's get at her. I'm going to reposition this thing too, get a little more closer, and instead of being out, I'll want to be kind of up. It's just not exactly heavy, it's just awkward. And this thing likes to, it's not the most precision machine in the world, but whatever. Not as precision. Maybe I should have used the cat, honestly. But I might still, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. We'll see. Reinstall the chain wraps. Got these bastards in. Still got to do a little bit of cleanup here. When you put these bolts in, don't forget to put a little bit of sealant on them. Same as like cars and, you know, heads and stuff, because there's liquid behind there. They will leak. So just make sure you put a little bit of sealant on your bolts as well. All the way around. We gotta do the brakes, plumb them in, and you know, get the air out of them. The same thing, right? There's a bleeder for them, but we got to fill them up, pre-fill them first, and stuff like that. Put that back on. Yeah, so we're gonna get these chains on and get going on the other side and finish her up here a bit. Put the wheels on this side at least today. So yeah. Big bastard wheels. Now people ask me how I stay fit. Well, there you go. Well, got the chains all run through here. I just use rope. You know, bring them up, tie them together, and especially around here, all I did was I just put a piece of cardboard, like so, around the teeth. That way the chain just slides right over, and that seemed to work pretty good. And if you have to adjust things, So then you just kind of crimp it together as much as you can with your hands and slide that lock into place. Still got to get new cotter pins and put the other side on. Lock that into place, and this side's pretty much done. Ready for the wheels and some fluids. So just got to put the plate back on, start filling her up. And the thing is, it's nice and open here. I could use the pail, just pour it in. Yeah, she's coming together quite nice actually. So one side will be done. Yeah, got the fender on. Had to do a little bit of repairs. Put the brake lines back on. Haven't bled the brake system yet. Still got to get a bunch of oil and start filling her up soon. But yeah, I had to repair that. It's cracked almost all the way through. So got that all fixed up. Yeah, so just figured I'd get this on before I throw the wheels on, because yeah, it'd be a lot easier to throw the fender on before throwing the wheels on. So there you go. Just about time to get the wheels on her. And I can drop the one side and start working on the other. All right, back at this glorious machine. Just threw all the stuff together, right? Put the fenders on, put the battery boxes on, put the tool boxes on, put the other plates and everything else on. Rerouted this, fixed that, this, and that, the other thing. A lot of little stuff, a lot of little piddly stuff. So far, there's been no leaks, no mess, no nothing. So that's good. Just put the belly pan back on. Now, basically, anyway, so I forgot to mention this earlier, but basically these things here, can't see it right now, but in there, right here, you basically bleed these the exact same way you do with your ordinary everyday vehicles, with a bleeder screw, and then with whatever device you use to bleed brakes with. That's all it takes. Yeah, you got your brake line that goes in there, and yeah, so I had to do some drilling here and there. Got this thing all lined up and prettied up and whatever else. Yeah, like I said, threw the other toolbox on, rustled the tires on. So, the only thing left to do now is go for a good ride. I've been wearing them in. This one here is squeaking a little bit. But now I'm going to take you for a ride, because I already took a cruise. Hop into the old disgusting cab, because, well, that's the way it is. Every machine has to have a disgusting cab, right? Oh yeah, starts good. Starts good. So you got your clutch, got your brake, got your throttle, your slap shifter, forward, reverse, slap back and forth, you know. But yeah, so let me just find a place to put you. Maybe right over here. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can't even see. There we go. Yeah, we'll go for a root. Little rip. Look both ways before crossing the street. Put the blade down, give it a little schmooze, huh? Of course, I have no idea what I'm doing when I do such things, but yeah. Brake check. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this stuff's good. Try it one more time, forward, and then we'll go in reverse. Yeah, baby. Perfect. I like it. That's it. Check a few other things here and there, and that's it. Send her out.